You to get what God has for you, you got to cut some people off. You got to get your children out the house. You got to get your husband out your ear. You got to get your mama out your ear. You got to cut them off so you can get what God has for you. Ruth realized she had to cut some folk off in order for her to get what God has for her, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and make this publicly known because I got to be real, y'all. When I left the streets in my first love, I left everybody and everything that had anything to do with the streets. If you my cousin, that means I love you, but I got to leave you alone. I might stop by and chill every now and then, but I can't be around you because you are clearly not living the lifestyle that I want to live. Only because I know that if I know that if God was going to do something for me exceedingly and abundantly, I had to give my life to God so I can go a new direction. But there's a whole lot of us trying to go a different direction, trying to go a new direction, still holding on to things that don't want you to go in that new direction. But as soon as you get those scissors and cut them off, that's when God will be able to bless you. You see, when you're ready for God to do a new thing in your life, you must be willing to tell people, I guess I'll see you in the next lifetime. Just like Erykah Badu said, you can't be worried about how they feel. You can't be worried about what they got to say about you. All you can do is give them the deuces and say, I guess I'll see you in my next lifetime. I guess I'll see you in my next lifetime, y'all, because I can clearly see that me and you are headed to two different destinations, y'all. And it's not that I'm better than you. It's just that I know what I want out of life. It's not that I'm better than you. It's just that I know what I'm trying to go at in life. And if I understand and realize that where you going is not what God wants me to be at, I don't care if you my M-O-M. That means I got to leave you alone. Because sometimes your mother will keep you from getting what God has for you. Sometimes your father will keep you what God has for you. Sometimes your very own child that you gave birth to will bring so much hell in your house and keep you from what God has for you. Now, Naomi realized Ruth wasn't going to go nowhere. She realized Ruth wasn't going to go nowhere. So she gave up. You see, we should have the mind frame, we should have the willpower that Ruth had. Ruth said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here with you. I was here when you had money. I'm here now that you broke. I guess I ain't got nobody in here like that this morning who realized that whoever they with right now, that's who I'm going to be with. They tried to break us up one time before. The devil is a lie. They throw salt all in my game one time before. The devil is a lie. If I was with you even when you was out there in the world, now that you gave your life to Christ, I sure got to be with you now. Now Ruth told Naomi, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here with you. So when they got back to Ruth's hometown, the women were stirred. The women were stirred. In other words, they were shocked. They said, that can't be pleasant Naomi that we know. Naomi says with a voice like never before, don't call me Naomi no more, call me Mar, which means I'm bitter. I know I got some bitter people in here only because the ones that you thought loved you the most, they treated you like a dog. But God said this morning that there's no need for you to be bitter anymore because you have me. God said there's no need for you to be bitter about what your family members done to you, about what your so-called BFFs done to you, because now I'm here for you. Now as they walking, they coming into town, I can see they swagging. She ready to come back in town. She nervous. And y'all know how we act when somebody new come back in town who we ain't saw in a while. Everybody trying to figure out where he at, what she like, what she look like, what he doing. But y'all, she said, my name is Miss Bitter. My name is Miss Bitter only because God has made my life bitter. But what she didn't realize, God didn't make her life bitter. It was because she walked outside of the presence of God. When you walk outside the presence of God, your life has no other choice but to be bitter. But even though her life was bitter, Miss you know what was right there beside her. Even though she felt like there was no purpose of living, she still had her blessing, not standing behind her, but standing beside her. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. You see here, y'all, we need to be thankful. We need to be blessed that God has still put people in our life while we're going through difficult situations, y'all. It's not about the money that they possess. It's all about that they love you with a genuine heart. So as she was going back in town, trying to figure out, Lord, how am I going to face these people? I left them when they was at the bottom to go to a different land, and now I find myself coming right back from where I started from. This is why you must be careful how you talk about people, because the same people you talk about gonna be the same people you gonna need when you down on your knees. So just because you coming up in life and you looking down on people, don't think you ain't gonna need the same ones you had to step on in order to climb up that ladder. Now, even though she called herself Miss Bitter, God still blessed her with somebody to be beside her. You must understand, y'all, because Ruth wasn't worried about what the present moment looked like. Ruth was only focused on the future and what God had for them. You must understand that a good partner will stay with you through thick and thin. Amen. I don't think they heard that, Mother White. Amen. Ain't nobody in here really got no good partners, because a friend is hard to come by. Ruth was there, who we would call a true partner, a real partner. She stuck beside Naomi through thick and thin. And as 2014 is winding down, some of us still haven't found that good partner. You told yourself when January 1 rolled around 2014 that this year I'm going to find somebody for me. You told yourself in 2014 that this is going to be the year for me and my spouse. Yet and still, 2014 has been one hell of a year. But I stand before you this morning not as a prophet. I stand before you this morning only as a man of God, letting you know that I know a man who's qualified to be your partner. Does anybody know who I'm talking about this morning? Does anybody know who I'm sweating about this morning? I know a man who's qualified to be your partner. I like to call him the people's champ. Does anybody know who the people's champ is? Not the one that rose to the fame in the 60s, but I'm talking about the one that died on the old rugged cross over 2014 years ago. I know the real people's champ, and he's not worried about your past, brother. He's only worried about your final destination. So it does not matter what you did in the past. It does not matter what you might do tomorrow. The people champ I'm talking about is only focused on what you're going through this morning. I want to have a prayer in church, Brother Larry. Understand that the God we serve is still in the blessing business. If you would just step out on faith this morning, God will get ready to do it for you. Do I have anybody that's ready to step out on faith? Do I have anybody that don't care what it looks like? Do I have anybody that's ready to finish the race? Do I have anybody that knows that God is getting ready to do the unbelievable in your life? If you know that God is getting ready to do it, just stand up on your feet right now and give God some praise. Because if you stand up on your feet and step out there, God is getting ready to fulfill your dreams. Do I still have some dreamers in here? When you step out on faith, God is getting ready to put a smile on your face. When you step out on faith, God is getting ready to elevate you over your problems. God is getting ready to elevate you over your haters. God is getting ready to elevate you over your naysayers. When you step out on faith, y'all, God is getting ready to bless us in the presence of our enemies. God gonna give you the power. You're not gonna be cocky, you're not gonna be stubborn, but you're gonna spin around and say, look at me now. You talked about me, but look at me now. You told me I wasn't gonna be nothing, but look at me now. You called me broke with my money up, but look at me now. I need somebody that want to step out on faith with me this morning. You must understand, when you step out on faith, y'all, God is getting ready to show you what real unconditional love is. That love you think you in right now, that's not love, baby boo-boo. I'm sorry to let you know. That's not love, y'all. But once you step out there on faith, God is going to show you what unconditional love is. Y'all know what I'm saying? God is saying right now, when you step out on faith, and once you put your little hand in my big hand, I'm going to show you what a real partner is. God said, once you give me your hand and you let me guide you, you'll never get weak again, because I'm going to give you a rock for you to lean on and get your strength. You see, some of us used to grabbing the wrong type of rock, but when you grab the rock of the Savior, when you grab the rock of the living of all living kings, when you grab the rock that went up on the cross and died for your sins, that's when God will be able to do things for you. It's time for us to get our mind frame on track. Miss Marsha, before we even get in 2015, you got to already be believing that God is getting ready to do it for you. Some of us got dreams, and some of us trying to figure out how is it going to happen. But God say, I need you to get your subconscious mind frame on track right now. Why you ain't got no money, I need you to start thinking like you got some money. Why you ain't got a spouse, I need you to start thinking like you got a spouse. Why you ain't in college, I need you to start thinking like you going to college. With no money, the government gonna pay for you 4 years straight. I wish I had somebody that still got dreams. Do you have any dreams? Do you believe God will bring you out? Do you believe God will deliver you? But if you serve the same God that I'm serving this morning, won't you give God a shout and a praise? Y'all must be don't want to get that thing you've been crying for. I know I'm not the only one crying late in the midnight hour, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that. I know I'm not the only one trying to figure out how I'm going to get my kids a Christmas. But from this day forth, I'm not worried about Christmas. I'm not worried about Santa Claus. I'm not worried about what tomorrow brings. I'm only worried about me having a personal relationship with my Heavenly Father that went up on that old hill called Calvary and died for my sins. Because as long as I'm with Jesus, everything will be all right. I need a good partner. The doors of the church are now open. I need a good partner. I don't need somebody who's just going to be there with me for a little while. I need a good partner.